Are you preparing to take the AEPA Elementary Education Exam? This includes Subtest I, Code 102, and Subtest II, Code 103. They assess your knowledge of essential content and teaching skills for elementary education. If this is the case, I can help. My name's Olivia, and I'm a test prep expert with Study.com. In this video, I'm going to cover everything you need to know, including what's on the test, how it's structured, how to prepare, and my top 5 test-taking tips. Ready to start? Let's jump in. The AEPA Elementary Education Exam is designed for educators seeking certification to teach elementary grades in Arizona. This comprehensive assessment evaluates your content knowledge across multiple subjects, as well as your understanding of effective teaching strategies. Subtest I, Code 102, focuses on reading and English language arts, as well as social studies. Subtest II, Code 103, covers mathematics, science, and a smaller section on the arts, health, and fitness. You'll answer approximately 75 multiple-choice questions in each subtest. The questions assess both your content knowledge and your ability to apply that knowledge in elementary classroom settings. Now, let's look at how the test is structured. Both subtests are computer-based multiple-choice tests. The questions are designed to assess your understanding of key concepts, your ability to apply knowledge to classroom scenarios, and your familiarity with teaching strategies. You'll encounter several types of questions throughout the exam. First, you'll see questions that ask you to apply theoretical concepts to practical classroom situations. Next, you'll observe questions requiring analysis of student work samples or teaching scenarios. You'll also need to identify appropriate instructional strategies for different learning contexts. Finally, you'll demonstrate your content knowledge across various elementary subjects through straightforward knowledge-based questions. My first test-taking tip is to read each question thoroughly before looking at the answer choices. Many questions include scenarios that require careful reading to fully understand what's being asked. Moving forward, let's look at the scoring and question types on the AEPA Elementary Education Exam. Each subtest requires a passing score of 220 on a scale of 100 to 300. While aiming for a perfect score is admirable, your goal should be to demonstrate competency across all content areas rather than perfection in one area. The multiple-choice questions are weighted equally, so don't spend too much time on any single question. This brings me to my second test-taking tip: answer every question. Even if you have to make an educated guess, this is better than leaving it blank, since there's no penalty for incorrect answers. For questions you're unsure about, try to eliminate obviously incorrect options first. This increases your chances of selecting the correct answer from the remaining choices. So, my third tip is to mark questions you're uncertain about and return to them if time permits. This way, you can get back to them faster versus using too much time searching for them. On test day, there are a few important policies to be aware of. You'll need to arrive 30 minutes early with valid photo identification. Personal items, including electronic devices, are not permitted in the testing room. For the mathematics section, you will not have access to a calculator, formula sheets, or reference materials during the test, so you'll need to memorize key formulas and concepts. For Subtest I, you'll have 1 hour and 30 minutes of testing time and 75 questions. For Subtest II, you'll have 1 hour and 45 minutes for 75 questions. Tip time! My fourth tip is to pace yourself carefully, aiming for about 45 to 50 seconds per question to leave time for review. Now, let's dig into each subtest a little bit more. Subtest I, Code 102, consists of 2 main content domains: Reading and English Language Arts, making up 62%, and Social Studies, making up 38%. In the Reading and English Language Arts section, you'll tackle questions that assess your understanding of literacy development, from emergent reading skills to comprehension strategies. Many questions will present classroom scenarios where you need to identify effective teaching strategies. Here's a sample question. The correct answer is D. This is correct because the primary benefit of integrating content area vocabulary into language arts is that students develop deeper understanding of terms when they experience and use these words in meaningful contexts across subject areas. This integration helps students build connections between concepts and reinforces vocabulary in authentic learning situations. In the Social Studies section, expect questions about government, economics, history, geography, and social studies research methods. These questions often require application of content knowledge to grade appropriate teaching contexts. Here's a sample question you may find on this section of the test. The correct answer is B. This is correct because a writ of habeas corpus requires authorities to bring a detained person before a court to justify their imprisonment, serving as a fundamental protection against unlawful detention. Moving on to Subtest II, Code 103. This test consists of 3 domains, mathematics making up 50%, science at 38%, and the arts, health, and fitness comprising of 12%. The mathematics domain questions will test both your content knowledge and your ability to teach mathematics conceptually. Expect questions on number sense, operations, geometry, measurement, data analysis, and algebraic thinking. Many questions will present student work samples that you'll need to analyze. Here's a sample question. The correct answer is B. Division is the appropriate operation because it allows us to distribute a quantity, 96 candies, equally among a specific number of groups, 6 friends. When we divide 96 by 6, we get 16, which tells us that each friend will receive 16 candies. This exemplifies the partitive model of division, where we're determining the size of each equal share. In the science section, you'll encounter questions about life sciences, physical sciences, earth and space sciences, and scientific inquiry. These often require you to identify appropriate methods for teaching science concepts through hands-on activities and investigations. Here's a sample question. The correct answer is A. This is because climate directly determines which crops can grow in a region through temperature patterns and precipitation. While other factors may influence agriculture, climate is the most fundamental geographic factor affecting food production. The arts, health, and fitness section includes questions about visual arts, music, drama, health concepts, and physical education. These questions focus on integrating these subjects into the elementary curriculum. Here's a sample question. The correct answer is D. This is because classical tragedy as a dramatic form typically centers on a protagonist whose actions or decisions, often stemming from a character flaw or error in judgment, set in motion a chain of events that leads to their downfall. This structure is fundamental to tragedy as a genre, distinguishing it from comedy, satire, or other dramatic forms. Now you may ask yourself, where do I begin preparing for this exam? That's where we come in. Let's look at how to prepare for this exam. I recommend starting with a full-length practice test for both subtests to identify your strengths and weaknesses. Study.com's test prep course offers several practice tests and an auto-generated study plan based on your results. Focus your study time on areas where you need the most improvement, using resources like Study.com's targeted lessons and practice questions. You can also create flashcards for key terms, concepts, and teaching strategies. Next, review the official AEPA test framework to ensure you've covered all competencies. I know you've been waiting patiently, so here's my 5th and final tip. Develop content connections across subject areas. Elementary education requires integrated knowledge, so practice making connections between subjects. For example, link math concepts to science applications, or reading strategies to social studies content. This cross-disciplinary approach will help you tackle the scenario-based questions that require applying knowledge across multiple domains. Need a solid prep recommendation? I highly recommend Study.com's AEPA Elementary Education with Subtest I and II test prep course. It covers everything that I just went through, but in a ton more detail. The course, written and vetted by former teachers, also includes short-form videos for every relevant concept, as well as a bank of high-quality practice questions with answer explanations. To top that off, users who complete the course have a 92% pass rate on the test. If this video helped you, be sure to check out the other videos in this and other series for more AEPA test prep. And please, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when new teacher test prep content drops. Are there specific tests or questions you want us to cover? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to circle back once you've passed your test so that we can all celebrate with you. Good luck, you've got this!